awesome discussion about the similarities and differences and the different things from our book characters in our own lives. Let's listen. This is what we're going to do now. We're going to look at some real-world artifacts from the Great Depression. And I know we've had a lot of discussions about artifacts and different things we found in history that can help us understand that time period better. We're going to look at the lives of the children that actually lived through the Great Depression, and the way we're going to do that is through letters they wrote. Okay? So, who was the president during the Great Depression? Do you remember, Beth?
Theodore Roosevelt.
Okay, so it was Mr. Roosevelt, that is correct. And his wife was Mrs. Roosevelt. Okay? And a lot of kids during the Great Depression wrote her letters because they were going through a lot. We talked about they were going through a lot during the Great Depression. They wrote her letters asking her for things. It would kind of be like you writing a letter to Mrs. Obama saying, I have too much homework, can you help me out with that? Okay? But their problems, as we just talked about, were a little bit more intense than that. I have an example of one of the letters, and you guys are going to get to read these on your own today. I have an example of one of the letters. This is a real letter that a kid wrote to Miss Roosevelt, and we're going to read it and talk about it, okay? It says, Dear Mrs. Roosevelt, I am writing to you for some of your old soiled dresses, if you have any. Before I go any further, do you know what it means when something is soiled? We don't usually use that word today. Do you know, Nick?
Old.
Okay, it could be old. What else, Jennifer? Used, old, dirty. Okay, as I am a poor girl who has to stay out of school on account of dresses and slips and a coat. I am in the 7th grade, but I have to stay out of school because I have no books or clothes to wear. I am in need of dresses and slips and a coat very bad. If you have any soiled clothes that you don't want to wear, I would be very glad to get them. But please do not let the newspaper reporters get a hold of this in any way, and I will keep it from getting out here too, so will be no one else to get a hold of it. But do not let my name get out of the paper. I am 13 years old. Yours truly. And it doesn't have her actual name. It just has Miss L.H. And this little girl, ARC, is the abbreviation for Arkansas. Because she was from Arkansas. So we're going to talk about that letter. And let's look at the date. Because we know that the Great Depression took place during the 30s. And this happened in 1936. Kind of smack dab in the middle of the Great Depression. Okay? What we're going to do today, you're going to get a chance to go onto our class blog and analyze. We've talked about that word before I go any further. What does it mean to analyze? That's a big 4th grade word. Tristan.
To break something down.
Break something down. Really, what's our motion? Break it down. If we're analyzing, we're breaking something down, right? We are going to analyze these letters. But I want to start right now and go over this one with you guys. Let's analyze and break this one down. Okay, first of all, gender. What is the gender of this this child that wrote to Miss Roosevelt? Brooklyn?
Girl.
A girl, so we know girl or boy. She's a girl. Okay? What was her age? This one was so easy. She actually told us. We don't have to draw conclusions and think what age. She actually told us. Tanaya?
13.
Okay, she's 13 years old. Do we know what her race would be by this letter? Can you draw a conclusion about that? Is there enough information in this letter to tell? I'm sorry, I'm trying to get out of the light right here. Is there enough information to tell if she's black, white, Hispanic, Asian? Do we have that information? What do you think? Do you think, Nick, do we have that information? Okay, so let's leave that one blank because we really don't have enough information about her unless we did further research. Okay, what about her religion? Do we have that information? Do you think we have enough information in this artifact to answer that question? No. Amy? Probably not. Probably not. What about her geographic region? Okay, so geography, we know that's the study of places, right? Do we know in this letter where she is, Mason? Arkansas. So is she in the north, south, east, west? Where is she? Tristan?
I think it's the west.
Okay.
No.
Think about what you know. Think about what you know about the map and what you know about the United States. Beth?
The north.
It's not the north. We're going to be studying states very soon so we can clarify. Yes, sir?
Northeast.
Okay. Mason, you going to take south? It's the south. Good. Okay. Guys, guess what? Texas borders Arkansas. Okay. All right. South. Very good. And we're going to be studying states so soon. And I can tell we've got some areas we need to definitely be studying. Education. Do we think that she is somebody that is a lot of the kids we've been reading about, they're not able to go to school because they're having to help their families on their farms and they're having to work in the factories. Is she able to at least go to school, Tristan?
Yes.
from the text to help you with that?
First, she said that she's in the 7th grade.
Okay.
Also, she said that she needed clothes for school.
Right, seventh grade, and then she needs clothes for school, right? And 7th grade, guys, if she had gotten to 2nd grade, she had gotten pretty far. So obviously, as she has a family that's allowing her to go to school, she doesn't have to work, at least during that. Okay, last one, rich or poor. Nick?
Poor.
It was very explicit in this text, right?
Poor.
That she was poor, because she said it.
Said like the phrase.
Right. She said it, that she's poor. Okay? So you will see in some of your letters that you're going to analyze and break down that some of the kids writing maybe don't need something as vital. It's not a need, it's a want. Some of these kids are writing for wants more than needs. Okay? And so what you're going to do today, you are going to have this exact template to analyze letters, okay, that are going to be on the iPad. And before we do this, I need someone to do me a favor. I need you to remind everyone in the class how we go to our class blog and how we access information on there. Do you think you can do that, Beth? Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the iPad up on the screen, and I want you to show me, if we're on the home page of the iPad screen, remind us how we go to our class blog. Okay, so there's the iPad. Okay, show us how we go to the class blog. Because we're going to go to the blog, and we're going to access the information there so that each of our different groups, I'm going to put you in 4 groups, you can analyze and break down these letters. Okay? Tell us what you're doing while you do it. What'd you just do?
I pressed the Safari.
Okay? And we're going to pause for a second because we had already been logged in, but it just logged us out.